Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Matt Gear and you're watching Matt Gear TV. Today I've got a little bluesy lick to show you. After a couple of weeks of putting up nothing but sort of modal shapes, 3 notes per string scales and modal theory and all that sort of stuff, I thought it was good to have a bit of a change and do something a little bit quick, a little bit easy, but quite tasty at the same time. So this is sort of a little bluesy wafer thin mint, if you like, after the feast of modal loveliness that I've been putting up over the last few weeks. So, we are playing in A. It's a really simple lick, but it's got a couple of nice little ideas in that you'll see used in blues all the time. So, slides, bends, basically, and I think a couple of hammer-ons maybe as well. If you can play the pentatonic shape 1, because this is what we're playing in, this is what it looks like up close. If you can play that, then actually you can probably play actually a hell of a lot of blues stuff. Lots of people go, well, I need to know shape 3, shape 4, shape 5, shape 2 as well, so I can join it all up together. And strictly speaking, yeah, it's great if you do know all of that stuff, and obviously I suggest that you learn that as well. But with just one shape, you've actually got all of the notes of the pentatonic scale underneath your fingers. So, if you can figure out where the 1s are and the 4s are and the 5s are, and you can bend, he says, going into shape 2, you can actually get quite a lot of tasty licks just out of that one shape. So I'm going to show you how you can do that today. There is a little bit of a slide actually into shape 5, so I'm not being completely truthful when I say it's all shape 1, but never mind, just bear with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do, it's kind of 2 licks in one, because it's sort of a call and a response. I'm going to play it to you and then I'm going to break it down and show it to you up close so you can see what's going on. So check it out, this is what it sounds like. So let's have a look at this close up. To start off with, I've got my ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this a whole tone. So we're actually bending this to sound like the next tone up in the scale. So let's just have a quick. So that's the pentatonic scale, and we want to bend up to that note there. But I'm not just doing it with my ring finger by itself, I want to reinforce it, and I'm going to do that because I've got the 2nd and the 1st finger behind it. And when I bend, I'm not pushing with my fingers and keeping my hand as it is. I'm actually keeping the fingers locked really, and I'm rotating my wrist. Like I'm twisting a doorknob this way. I'm not just moving the fingers, rotating the wrist. And what it is, it's a bend and then a pick. So I'm doing 2 downstrokes here. So I'm plucking the notes, picking the note on the 7th fret, bending it a tone, and then immediately picking the 5th fret on the B string. And if you don't hit it exactly right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that's not perfectly in pitch on the B. See, if I even if I do a really small bend, it doesn't really sound that bad. It's still, that's what blues is all about. You're not quite in pitch, it's not quite major, it's not quite minor. So that's the first 2 notes. And actually, if you looked at this in musical notation, effectively you're playing that note twice. Because you're bending from the note beneath it. But the bend makes it sound much more lyrical, much more bluesy. So that's the first 2 notes, and then we're actually going to bend up and down from the 5th fret again, back on the G string. So bend up, 5th fret, B string, bend and release, 7th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the G string, 7th fret on the D string, and then just repeat. And you can put a little bit of vibrato on that as well. And you can pick these notes as many times as you want. You can sound them as long as you want. Put as much vibrato on as you want. That's really down to you. I'm just sort of giving you the framework of a lick that you can take and do what you want with. And then the second part of this, the sort of response, so if that's the call, we want a response to that lick. Very simple. So the second part, sliding with the ring finger from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the A string, and we're picking when we're on the 5th fret, but we're doing it quite quickly. We're not moving the hand and then picking when we get to the 7th fret, we're picking on the 5th fret. So you're actually hearing that note ring, but then I'm immediately sliding up to the 7th fret. Then, first finger on the 5th fret of the D string, rolling to the 5th fret on the G string, back to the 5th fret on the D string, and then hammer on 7th fret on the D string. So and you can stick the root in underneath that if you want. So all of that, apart from the slide at the end, which is going back into shape 5, all of that's contained within shape 1 of the minor pentatonic scale. So there you go. There's a quick lick, A minor pentatonic, bit of blues chucked in as well. Hope you enjoy that. Do what you will with it again. When you see licks like this and you see people playing licks, if they've got a particular way of playing them, don't play it like that. You know, learn how to play it, but then put your own spin on it. So maybe put a hammer on instead of a slide, or a bend instead of a hammer on, or something like this. Or maybe just try and mix the notes up a little bit and try and interpret them in your own way. Because, you know, there's a lot of blues licks out there, and there's a lot of people playing blues licks, and there's a lot of people playing blues licks exactly the same. And you end up with a lot of people sounding exactly the same. So take it away, play around with it yourself, pull it apart, stick it back together again, and turn it into something that sounds like you rather than something that sounds like me, or, you know, any other guys out there who are playing these bluesy licks. So So that's all from me this week. I've been Matt Gears, you've been Matt Gear TV. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, stick them below. Do subscribe to me if you fancy doing so. If not, that's cool as well. If you subscribe to me already, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. So you guys take it easy, and I will see you next time. Cheers.